this is a short video about my latest sort of project. I'm going to kind of call it a Frankenstein build because I think it quite nicely describes what I'm doing with this. What I'm going to start off with is from the ground up. What I've got is I've got a bare bones M700 Thinkcentre, and basically all we had in it was literally just a power supply, the chassis, and that's it. There was no motherboard or anything like that. So what I've done is I wanted to build a web server to replace the Thinkcentre Tiny M73. I kind of thought to myself it'd be quite nice to actually try and get myself a nice little machine that's running 10 gigabits to run my web server. So that's where this all sort of came about. So what I've done is I've sourced the M900 motherboard, which is just in there, and that's a main advantage for that one as opposed to the M700 is that it has the additional PCIe 16 times slots. What I've done then is that's given me a bit more flexibility. So far what I've done is this fan is an E73 model fan from the Thinkcentre series there. Part number wise it's absolutely compatible with the M900 and quite a bit cheaper because of it being an older model, but identical to spec for a later machine. I've got a IBM VFA II, which is an emulates OCE 11102 NX adapter, and it's got a low profile bracket on it to give me the 10 gigabit Ethernet. Underneath the fan is the i7 6700 processor. So it's a 6th gen processor, which is obviously a lot faster than the i7 3470T, I believe it was, on the M73 that, or Thinkcentre M73 Tiny that I had. So hopefully performance will be dramatically better. I suspect because this has two fans, it's going to be a bit noisier than the Thinkcentre Tiny, but ultimately I think I'll have better performance and better throughput. At the moment you can see deep down there it's got a 4 gig DDR4 stick. I've ordered 32 gigs to go in there. The M73 has been running quite happily with 16 gig, so I thought I might as well just push the boat out, give it a bit more. And the final thing that I'm looking to do with this is that spare slot is going to have an NVMe adapter. So the whole plan is so that I can reduce the bottleneck rather than using SATA. Obviously this is a bit trial and error, which is why again it's a bit of a Frankenstein project, because having the NVMe drive there and the 10 gig Ethernet adapter on the channels, whether that's going to actually cause a bottleneck or issues with me with throughput. That said, it's only going to be effectively working as a web server, which probably doesn't get very many users anyway, and it has all my media storage and stuff, so it's not the end of the world if I do get some loss of performance because of the two. I'm sure it's better than just straightforward 1 gig Ethernet and a mobile processor. So yeah, hopefully in the next few days I'll have that all up and running. It was going to be running Windows Server 2016 just like my other machine. However, there seems to be some sort of issues with that version of server running NVMe drives and driver issues. So I may end up having to upgrade to Server 2019, which may be an issue for the web server software I'm running. So it's going to be a bit of a trial and error process trying to get it all working. But yeah, so there you go. Quite an inexpensive way I've built it up. However, I should imagine if once I bought all these bits, put it all in there, it'll still come out slightly cheaper than buying a completely new or used M900 and just doing a few tweaks. But yeah, thanks for watching.